Guys, Google just launched Gemini Omni and it is a massive leap forward. Gemini Omni is a model that understands the world around you so you can animate photos or create video from any input. Built on Gemini's world understanding and native multimodality, Gemini Omni creates output that reflect the logic of the real world and lets you shape them step by step through natural conversation. You can become an AI video editor with just a prompt. Here's what you can do with Gemini Omni. Turn any combination of text, photos, or audio video into video, create videos from photo references up to 5 per prompt, and easily edit videos. It lives directly inside of Google Flow, their professional web-based creative workspace. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what the system can do in real time. No slides, no hype, just pure live visual generation. So with that being said, let's get straight into it. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go to this link, which I will be linking in the description below. Okay, next, we're going to go to new project. Let's just go ahead and rename it. We're going to name it Omni Demo. Okay, press accept. Let's delete this junk. No free ads. All right, so now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through the actual live production interface of Google Flow so you know exactly what we're doing. What I like about Google Flow is that it keeps the workspace extremely clean. So this is something that's a plus. All right, so first we have all media. Everything you generate, write, or upload is saved here automatically. Next, we have characters. This is where you create, verify, and select your custom persistent characters to make sure your actors look identical in every single frame. Next, if we go back, we have our scenes. This replaces traditional timelines. This is where you drag, drop, and compile your generated clips into an assembled film sequence. And here we have our newest feature, which is the tools feature. This is the hub for specialized production utilities, including Storyboard Studio, Character X-Ray, resizers, and filter. And at the bottom of the screen, we have a trash. This is where everything we dispose of goes. And we have a collapse bar. This is so we can keep our workspace nice and clean. Now, if we go back to all media, if we take a look at the bottom of the screen, here is our control panel. This is where the magic happens. First, we have the plus button. Here we can upload all different types of media. Next, we have the agent toggle. You can toggle this on and off. Flipping this on activates the flow agent, which is a Gemini powered creative partner that acts as your director, helping you plan storyboard flows and auto generate a highly detailed prompt. Then we have our model drop-down selector. It displays our active model profiles. As you can see here, we have Nano Banana Pro, Nano Banana 2, Imagen 4 for video, VO 3.1, and Omni Flash, the newest one in the series of models. And finally, we have the prompt box. And we have a little tiny reminder that Google Flow can make mistakes, so double check it. So just keep that in mind. But anyways, it's super simple. You type, you select your model, and you create. Okay, now that we have that down, let's look at what the model can actually do. Okay, so first, let's explore capability 1, turning any combination of text, photos, or video/audio into video. So with standard generators, you have to be highly prescriptive, explaining every frame, but you can think of Gemini Omni more like Nano Banana 2. It has native world understanding, where it leverages its built-in knowledge of history, science, and visual art to design complete scenes from high-level prompts. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and test it by asking the model to explain a highly conceptual topic, and we're going to render it in a very specific style. I already have a prompt preset. We're going to go ahead and grab this prompt and we're going to feed it here. We're going to make sure that we have our newest model set, which is Omni Flash. We'll do that. We'll just generate 2 of them and we can keep it at 8 seconds. Now that we have that, we're going to give it our prompt and we wait. Okay, and it finished generating. That took a little longer than I would have expected, to be honest with you, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and look at the videos.
Regular computers use bits that are either 0 or 1. Quantum computers use qubits, which can be both at the same time. This allows...
Okay, so we'll check out the second video.
Regular computers process data in a straight line, 1 bit at a time. But quantum computers can process vast amounts of data all at once.
All right, so here we can look at the output. We can see that the model understood the scientific difference and visualized regular bits versus quantum qubits, like I asked in my prompt, and it's very beautiful, nice tactical style, which kind of shows you don't really have to over explain. You can just go ahead and ask. Now the video content itself is a little bit incomplete, so that's one thing, but it's okay. So now let's take a look at text rendering. Gemini Omni doesn't just print static text. It can now animate words in precise sync with visual pacing. So let's go ahead and create an energetic reel and see what it comes out to. So here I'm going to give it a prompt, something along the lines of word by word, one word at a time on the screen. Did you know that this model could do a pretty good text? Okay, and then each word appears with a different animated style, perfect pacing to a rhythm. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll let it cook for a little bit. Okay, and the video finally generated. Let's go ahead and take a look at our first video. It should be word by word. I mean, guys, you can't lie. That is pretty high quality if I do say so myself. Let's go ahead and take a look at the second video. That's pretty dang good. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's pretty good. But anyways, let's move on to the second thing, which is let's take a look at complex action referencing. So we're gonna add complex elements to an existing video clip I already have, and we're gonna see how Gemini Omni understands the physics of motion, so we don't necessarily have to explain it frame by frame. So I'm gonna go ahead and upload a video I already have. Okay, so let's upload this. Gonna click agree, do not show again. We're gonna wait for this to upload a little bit. The servers seem to be a little busy because it's taking quite some time, but no worries, we gotta be patient. Okay, after quite some time, this finally uploaded. So now we're gonna go ahead and add this to prompt, and all we're gonna ask Flash to do is add animated motion effects. Okay, so let's make sure we have the correct model selected. Yes, we do. Let's go ahead and do this. All right, it finally finished generating, so let's go ahead and take a look at the videos. Let's play this. It should add motion graphics. Pretty nicely done. Go ahead and take a look at this one. Here we can see that the surfboarder's movement is untouched and the model perfectly calculated the physics and the trajectory of the surfboard. So pretty well done. But now let's go ahead and change the camera angle. So I have a prompt here. I'm going to go back here to my original video. I'm going to add to prompt and I'm going to change the camera angle. A close up on his feet, quickly tilting up to a medium shot, then widening. Let's go ahead and generate that. We'll let it cook for a little bit. All right, it finally generated, so let's go ahead and take a look at it. Whoa, that's actually really good. It's a lot better than I expected, to be honest with you guys. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the second capability, which is creating videos from photo references up to 5 per prompt, and also multi-input mixing. So Gemini Omni actually allows us to combine totally separate visual inputs, styling frameworks, or even storyboards to keep us absolutely in control of our scenes. So let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and combine any input, and I want to show you guys that. Let's output only one video though, because it's eating up a lot of my credits. So we're gonna go here, we're gonna upload media, we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna upload image, video, and audio. Okay, so I'm uploading 3 things: image, video, and an audio. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and give it this prompt, which says the birds from the video form the imperfect shape of a bird based on this image, and then move the music from the audio and dissipate as they fly. So this is the video, this is the image, and this is the audio. All right, now let's see it can combine all 3, and this is the video so you guys can see the original video. Okay, so it's just birds just flying in a flock, image, audio. Let's go ahead and generate that, and we'll give it a second. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at what this video created out of the 3 inputs that we gave it. I mean, that's freaking incredible, man. That's actually incredible. The music, the image, and the video is all accurate. Beautiful. All right, now let's move on to... let's take a look at applying new styles. We can completely reskin a video reference through a sequential stylistic progression. So we're going to show different styles and how they progress in one single video. I'm going to use a video reference that I have here. Let's back up. Okay, we're going to wait for that to upload a little bit. Okay, now we have the original video, which is this. It's just a space guy jumping through space, and we're gonna make this. We're gonna prompt this to create a 4-part progression of different styles. So you guys will see what I mean in a second. While we wait for this, we'll go ahead and upload our assets for our next segment. Okay, just go ahead and add this to our prompt. This is going to be the next segment. All right, so it looks like I accidentally forgot to reference this. So we're going to go 1 step back again, and we're going to do it again. But basically, this is what it should look like. It's going to be 4 different styles. Okay, so our video actually finished. So let's go ahead and play it and see what it looks like. Oh, that was pretty cool. So here we can see how it progresses through different styles, and it should be 4 in total. So you see, that's pretty cool, guys. It's actually really, really cool. And the way it works with physics is amazing. Anyways, so for our next segment, we're going to show how it can generate complex scenes directly from a storyboard. Okay, so I'm going to prompt it. And I'm going to tell it, show me in this story. So this right here is supposed to be me, and it's going to reenact whatever is shown in this storyboard. Follow the story exactly in order, starting from top left, and the entire story in 10 seconds. So let's see what it can do. Go ahead and generate that. All right, so we can see the video finished uploading. So it should be car, then this, then this, then this, then this, then this. Okay, let's go ahead and see if it matches that. So car, and that, then pizza. Follow the storyboard completely, exactly to a T. It's pretty incredible, guys. I'm telling you, this model is literally game changing. All right, so let's move on to the last pillar, which is capability 3, easily edit videos through conversational dialogue. So instead of opening up a timeline or rendering from scratch, we can shape and fine tune our files iteratively, and that's exactly what we'll be doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and upload a video. This is going to be a video of a butterfly sitting on a flower, and I'm going to prompt it to change the butterfly to a bee once it finishes uploading. Okay, so it finished uploading. We're going to add to prompt, and we're going to go ahead and generate this. Okay, so now it finished generating. Now I'm going to go ahead and play both of them so you guys can see it side by side. Anyways, you guys can see that it's really, really well done. The butterfly is gone, replaced by a bee. The flower and the camera angle remain exactly identical. So let's push it a little further. Now let's prompt the bee to, instead of be a bee, we're gonna make it into a small swarm of fireflies. And keep in mind, this is the edited version. This is not the original one. So let's see how we can push it even more. All right, so now we can see our edited version is here. Let's go ahead and take a look and compare all three so you guys can see. So we can see that now the bee becomes a swarm of glowing fireflies with the environmental lighting updating automatically. All right, so now let's go ahead and conversationally edit how the camera works in 3D space. So I'm gonna upload another reference clip of a violinist playing a violin, and we're going to prompt it to change the camera angle. All right, we're going to add this to prompt. We're going to go ahead and let it generate. All right, there we go. Here's a camera angle change. I'm going to be playing it side by side so you guys can see everything. Next, I'm going to show you guys how we can sync soundtracks to visual actions. So I'm going to go ahead and upload this video I have. So this is just a static video with music in the background. And now we're going to prompt it to, we're going to say the lights of the apartment start turning on in sync with the music. Go ahead and add this to prompt, generate. All right, here the video finished generating. I'm going to play it side by side. And we can see that the windows are lighting up in a perfect tempo with the background music. So finally, we have materials and asset swapping. And this is to maintain absolute environment and scene consistency. Let's transform some assets sequentially. So I'm going to go ahead and upload another clip. And I'm going to prompt it right here. I'm going to tell it, change the ships to be made from white origami paper. Add this to prompt, let it generate. Okay, our video finished generating. I'm going to show it side by side. And you can see how the ships went to being made to white origami paper. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a step further, and we're going to change the astronaut now. All right, there we go. It finished generating. I'm going to show it side by side. And we're going to do one more change. Okay, and our final edit is now generated. I'm going to show you guys all 4 edits side by side so you guys can see yourself. This is conversational editing at its finest. Okay, so once you have generated all your individual video clips, you can go back to the scenes and we can actually add these clips to our scene, and then we'll have them over there. And it's basically like a little timeline that's highly responsive and designed for fast editing, as you guys can see right here. But don't forget to explore the Tools tab for dedicated applications like Storyboard Studio, Character X-Ray, and Video Resizer to easily pivot landscape assets into vertical shorts. Okay, but before we wrap up, I want to talk about a critical safety layer that Google has built into its platform, and it's called Synth ID. Every single visual or audio clip you generate inside of Google Flow is now embedded with a digital watermark developed by Google DeepMind. You won't see it in the video, you won't hear it in the audio tracks, but it is structurally embedded into the file. It survives compression, cropping, color grading, and re-encoding. This means there is native accountability built right into the platform. So if you use Circle to search on an Android phone, it can instantly scan a video on your screen and let you know if it was created using Gemini Omni. This is a massive step forward for digital transparency. So that is the full demo of Gemini Omni Flash and the production Google Flow workspace. The speed, prompt adherence, and especially the conversational editing make this an incredibly powerful tool for creators and filmmakers. If you want Google's official Gemini prompt guide on how to create effective prompts, I will be linking that directly inside of my school community, which you can access completely for free. And if you're looking to master these advanced creative models, build custom pipelines, and implement AI tools into your creative studio or business, I work with creators one-on-one inside of the school community. Click the link in the description to join our community and access all of my custom automation and script blueprints. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, drop a like on this video, and comment below which of these features are you first going to test inside of Google Flow. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.